and welcome back to another episode of Empty Minds. What are we, episode 63 or 64? 63, 64?
66.
What did I unplug?
Holy fuck, not 66. You jumped
Yeah,
ahead.
the latest one was 65, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Okay.
No, I think it was 62's up now, and then 63's coming out later, and this is like 64.
Like 60.
We'll have to look it up.
But big stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
We got movies. We got astronauts lost in space. We're going to get to that all. Big news.
That's
But
honestly such an insane story.
I know. We're going to get to it. Don't
I
worry.
had to
later.
sit down when you told me about it. Like, holy shit.
Next episode, horror intro.
Horrors? Yeah.
Horror intro. Yeah.
It's coming October next episode that we film.
We're all going to be dressed like sluts.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is it Halloween time next episode?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
You know what? It's
Maybe?
already.
This one will be on the 30th.
To
Oh my
me,
God.
once the weather starts to feel like it,
Yeah.
it's Halloween
Next
time.
episode-
This room is going to be decorated.
Next
with
episode
Halloween
is coming
shit.
out October 7th. Not this episode. Next one we film.
Yeah.
Also,
Wild.
since we're talking about October, the spirit of Halloween and Halloween season,
Yes.
a big movie's coming out, and we're gonna go see it in the theater. And we were just talking about it, so to keep in the mood and geared up, Terrifier 3, a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
set in October.
As you can see. Terrifier is a very terrifying movie. It's a scary movie for me. An actual legit scary movie that I'm scared of.
You know what?
Not
When I randomly saw the first movie, it was like, I don't know how many years ago, it was just on Netflix. And
Yeah.
I just saw the cover and I was like, what the fuck is
Surprised
that?
it was on Netflix.
That was like my
pretty
first.
wild. What was it rated? Like, God damn.
Yeah, it was probably.
I think this new one's rated. It's not rated, right? Or something with
it
it.
has to be rated. It's going in theaters.
But isn't it like,
Oh, it's unrated. 2016's Terrifier.
Yeah, because it was on Netflix.
yeah,
Yeah, they
But
don't
I'm
give a
pretty sure
shit. They
every
rate things.
movie that goes to the theaters has
you should
to
check
be
what
rated.
the rating is for Terrifier 3. Because
Oh.
they were mentioning something about it. Well, that was a big
I
start.
don't know, like, because I think after R it's X, which is pretty much like a porno. Like it's like you like with rated R, I'm pretty sure you can get in with a parent or guardian, but with X, I think you have to be over a certain age.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, you have to be over
Yeah.
30, and you have to have a
I
parent.
mean, Christian can't go.
It is fuck. I don't know where the rating
You know,
is.
that's always a hard one to look up. Is like what
Yeah.
what's the Motion Picture Association's
Oh,
rating?
well, what's
the
the
MPAA.
Oh,
Right,
is that
an
what-
MPAA.
but not rated. That's Terrifier 2.
Oh, just MPA. Because, okay, so I don't. Maybe it's not yet rated, but that was in 2022.
Yeah. Okay.
I know there
So
must be some rating
Great
to it,
movie.
I hope it's rated X. Honestly, a lot of people are like, "Oh, if it's rated X, like you're like, obviously, kids aren't going to see this.
but-
It's gonna
They'd
be adults."
traumatized. Yeah.
And then there might be some kids who are like 17 trying to sneak in, but it would be such a cool like marketing thing to be rated X, and you have to like show your ID to get in, like
Yeah.
because if we have learned anything with marketing and exclusivity, the harder it is to watch something or do something, the more people want to do it, because then
Yeah.
you feel like
Yeah.
you're like a part of like a group, and it kind of makes you feel special because it's like, holy shit, I got it. And you need your ID to see this
Oh
movie.
my god! It's like people were fainting in theater, vomiting. They're
Has
gonna
your-
vomit in this one.
brother decided whether or not he's gonna go see it yet.
Probably not. Yes, okay, he's gonna hate me for telling this, but yeah, he hasn't seen the movie yet. But he saw Art the Clown like once, and then he had like this terrifying dream, and it's like
Yeah.
haunted him to this day.
Oh.
So it's like Art the Clown has terrified him more in his life than anything. He hasn't even seen the fucking movie.
You
What
know
if it's
what?
not a horror movie? What if it's a nice movie?
I
One
was
way to
like,
find
I
out.
felt like that towards Art the Clown a bit. There's been a few things that have terrified me like that, like where I was just like it after watching it.
Yeah.
And it's not even scary. Like I don't know what it was though. After watching the movie, whenever I'd walk at nighttime to the kitchen,
Yeah.
just that window, I always felt like he was fucking smiling at me outside on the deck. And it was just like I couldn't get that thought out of my head.
We got to buy the costume for the Halloween.
But honestly, watching the movie, it makes it not as scary. Like
Chester the Clown was his name.
That's Saggy the Dark Clown.
Saggy.
Yeah, he's more dangerous than the other one.
Yeah, that's a dangerous clown.
because you know what, the movie isn't so. I mean, they do some scenes where he's smiling, and there's certain like the actor. I don't even know who he is, but
I don't know why people find it scary.
no, it's just certain things he'll do with his eyes where it's just like a little fucked up. But for the most part, the movie is just kind of cool. Like if you like slasher movies, it just fucking fits that.
He's Art the Clown, very playful. Like if you watch the first one, he is
smiling a lot.
Holy
how
shit.
urgent. see, it's not just drinking.
I know.
This guy pisses.
He's nervous with
pisses
podcast.
hard. That was such a run. Holy fuck. I hope you catch that on watch him just run by. But yeah, Art the Clown has such a cool demeanor, personality. Like I like when he goes from like he can be like doing like a walk like this and happy, and then all of a sudden he just goes to completely serious.
Yeah. So Terrifier 2 has a very famous scene rather, that is very brutal. I feels like it goes on for 10 minutes. And I hear Terrifier 3 is upping that by quite a bit. That's the scene where I'm gonna be like struggling in theater. Like
the review I saw was from 3C Films, and he mentioned that
the channel.
I'm gonna watch Terrifier 2 tonight, but apparently this scene was like someone gets skinned and then salt was on them. I don't know. But apparently the kills in this movie, 70 to 80% of those kills are just on par with like that level in Terrifier 3.
It's gruesome. They show you everything.
I'm like,
it's gory. It's like Saw has nothing on this.
I remember watching it, and you could tell Christian was like,
he
would have skipped 30 seconds if he was watching this alone.
Imagine the worst part of a Saw trap, but extended. It's just that scene of that guy's head getting twisted around and over and over and over. And so, okay.
Yeah, it had a lot of points where you're like, okay, this is the end. And it just kept going. It just kept going.
Yeah, it was comical at that point because it was just like, oh, man.
Yeah, you'll see
if you watch it. You'll know.
Well, other people reacting to it so like poorly makes me like it more though. I start just laughing because it's like just fucked up.
Oh, it's great. Like I said, I'm a big proprietor of practical effects, and it's so nice to see like they really went in on like removing limbs and gore and rib cages and shit like that. And when you get like halfway through this kill, you're like, how is this person even alive? Like,
if this movie was made like 40, 50 years ago or whatever, people involved would have been arrested. There would have been investigations and like whether or not people are dead or not.
Which
it was so.
You know what I really wonder though? Like a lot of prep must go into like filming like those kill scenes because you got to film it right to get like the right reaction and angle, how you want to like, have it done. The people need to react a certain way. Like you got to film this shit
that's the
right.
Thing is, I feel like it would be a lot of fun to film, to make. Like, let's have this happen. Then she's gonna go over there, and this is gonna happen. Get a close up shot right there. No,
you must fuck up a lot. And if you have props, what if you fuck up something with the prop? Like you're gonna have a bunch of extra shit, you know. And then like, what if you get blood on something and then it's like not continuous and you gotta like redo it? You have to change the like. It's just like all behind
as people have said with horror movies, the beautiful thing is why they can do multiple takes and shit like that is because they're cheap. Like fake blood doesn't cost a lot of money, you know, like the makeups and prosthetics for these scenes, they don't cost a lot. It's the boys want to make a bunch of money here on Empty Minds or whatever. We would love to make a movie.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, if we can have enough money and influence, if we got we'll never be Mr. Beast big because we don't make the content that appeals to such an audience. But like if we made some money where it's like we had some good income, I'm petitioning to make us showrunners for a Resident Evil series.
Yes.
We will do season 1 Arclay Mountains, season 2 RPD, season 3 Raccoon City,
I'll be
and
Alice.
RPD.
I'll be Alice.
No, Alice.
I'll be the leader of the whole.
I will. We will for surely just kill a woman named Alice in season 1.
First
just
episode.
to appease me.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No.
Because one, we know the continuity.
Yes, we know what.
Mhm.
Well, I know you can't do 100% adaptation, but there are a lot of things that I know they shouldn't be doing, like making Wesker with a buzz cut or like Leon a comedy relief, right? Comedic relief.
And Jill the wrong person.
Like we can do 8 episodes season 1 and we can make it the complete first story. Like I have no idea why Welcome to Raccoon City put together number 1 and number 2 and just squeezed them both in and didn't tell either story to effective shit. Because one, how can you tell the story of Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 and have 0 Tyrant?
I know.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's
Absurd.
the ultimate life form. Chris, stop it.
They shouldn't have leaned into Birkin so much when Mr. X was such a phenomenon from the game, the remake. Like, when did that come out? Was that before, right?
When did we watch that? Like 2020, 2021?
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
2019. Okay,
remember.
so maybe they were still filming. I don't know. Maybe they didn't notice. But yeah, it's
November 27.
I'm still praying for more properties of Resident
2021.
Evil. We're hoping that during the Game Awards, more Resident Evil news.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
5 remake.
give
Because
us
they're
9.
working on games, right? So
I'm hoping for official announcements to like remakes. They're doing like maybe Code Veronica.
It might remake number 1
Release.
again, Christian.
From what I've heard
Yeah.
in the rumor sphere, they're doing 1 and Code Veronica, and they're working on Resident Evil 9. I believe what we will get at the Game Awards is a trailer for RE9 because RE8 was out a fucking long time ago.
Yes.
And we will get probably a tease for one of the remakes, and we'll get told that about the other one.
Yes. That's
And
what I'm
I
hoping
believe what's going to happen is we're going to get a teaser for RE1 remake. We're going to get RE9 and they're going to say they're making Code Veronica. Because I feel like they could I feel like they'll put out one remake first just to establish like this is young Chris, because you need Chris's story in RE1 before you get Code Veronica.
Yeah. Damn. I hate the time skip they randomly did. I hate that. I hate the DLC. Let's just ignore it. Why did they skip like 20 years?
What DLC?
Dumb. Or RE8. There was a DLC that skipped 15,
How old
16
is
years.
RE8 when it come out?
2022, 2021.
Well, I thought you said a long time ago. I was like, what?
Well,
Decent long. Well,
or
hold on, let me look it up.
before the sequel comes out, it's been enough time to where another game should have come out.
Okay, was
yeah.
all right. Like mid 2021.
Yeah,
they
so
should
it's
have at least announced something.
RE4 came out 3
It's over
years.
3 years.
Actually, not sure.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
RE4 remake came out January, but
Even if it's a title and confirmation they're working on it, I'll take that.
yeah, just no Elder Scrolls
No, yeah,
scenario.
I know, right? You know, where it's just like boom, it's like all B-roll and
Okay,
unrelated.
I want to talk about something sexy for a second. Okay, so you guys know All Dogs Go to Heaven.
yeah, I think so. That
Do you know the dog
movie.
Itchy? Or have you ever seen Cannonball Run, famous 80s movie with Burt Reynolds?
No.
Can you look up Dom DeLuise and show them? Maybe even like Dom DeLuise YouTube so people can hear his voice and see him. Okay, that's Dom DeLuise, famous actor, famous voice actor, was in a ton of movies with Burt Reynolds, okay? Now, what I didn't know was his son, okay? So have you ever heard of the show? You guys have heard of it. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez was on it. Now, there was a dad on that show, right? So that's Dom DeLuise's son.
Okay.
Now, I'm bringing this up because they're doing a reboot of the show. Well, not a reboot, like the original, like it's supposed to follow the brother and his kids or some shit, right?
Okay.
So I believe if you go to that picture down there and click on that with all the family. So yeah, the guy up top there, that's Dom DeLuise's son. Okay, now you're like, oh, okay, we're like Family Channel movie, right? Now,
Yeah.
that guy posted some nudes.
Oh fuck! What the
And
hell?
they are
Why?
really fucked. Just like my sister showed me these. And
Jesus
he's like
Christ.
on his bed with like, imagine tidy whities, but they're black. Okay. So he's on the
Okay.
bed in like almost like a Speedo. And then the next picture, he's like naked and he like tucked his dick and balls between his legs.
Oh.
Or there's
Real
one
weird.
where
Wow.
he's just straight up squashing them. He's sitting on his dick and balls. And I'm like,
Wow.
family.
And you watched it?
The Wizards.
Just kidding.
I did.
That's-
I saw these. I wish we could all put them on this because holy fuck. Christian's looking
It
him
started
up.
with him.
So yes, Dom DeLuise's son. For those of you who are excited about the Wizard of Waverly Place reboot, just remember that guy sat on his dick and balls and took a picture.
Look at his. Yeah, do your
Holy,
homework.
look at his dick
Yeah,
and balls.
exactly.
But yeah, Dom DeLuise. Sad you guys don't know the movie Cannonball Run. Famous movie.
Oh, he's been in
No.
a lot of those. Well, 2 of them.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I had to let that be known. We
Yeah.
will look at the nudes later because obviously it's not a bad thing. They weren't leaked.
Yeah.
This guy definitely wanted people to see these nudes.
Yeah.
So Forrest needs to see them.
Damn.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
just
weird.
implying that Christian saw it.
Okay, so I guess it's time to segue into something that we did last episode. We were able to
yes.
get our hands on Oreo
Oreo
Coca-Cola, and what a treat! I've seen some reviews of that shit, and people are fucked for the people who are saying it's not good.
That's fucking weird.
I swear, those people just don't like Coke Zero.
Yes. I like it a lot, and it tastes just like Oreo. They nailed
Yeah.
that down very well.
It tastes like vanilla Coke and it tastes like Starlight.
Now,
a little
as
bit.
you can see from this other photo, they have another situation
Ooh,
where Oreo made them look like cookies.
yeah, I didn't know
What am
that
I
that
saying?
was supposed to look like a Coke bottle.
Cool.
Yeah, I just
Looks
noticed
like a
that.
Coke bottle. But yeah, I swear, I've seen somebody like take a little sip and they were like, it fucking sucks. And I'm like,
God
I
damn.
really think it's like,
Give it a
these
chance.
people have never had a Coke Zero or a diet drink and they don't like diet drinks.
Mhm.
So it's like, I've had diet drinks for a while because I don't want to be a fucking fat ass like you full Coke
Yeah,
drinkers.
that's it. Exactly.
I'm just kidding, fat asses. So like I'm
feel like
used to the taste, and then when I tasted this, it tasted like okay. People are like it's a heavy chocolate taste. I taste more of like a sweet vanilla-ish rather than I do chocolate.
Well,
So
think-
it tastes like a
a little bit
nice
Starlight in there, I think.
You taste raspberry?
Starlight, yeah. A little bit.
I didn't taste raspberry, but I tasted like Christian said, we're gonna taste Oreo cream. We didn't.
Damn.
So yeah, it tastes like the vanilla center more. So it tastes like almost like a creamy Coke. So we all got our. Hold on, let me close the package here. Oreo Coca-Cola, baby. Fuck.
Oh no.
So
all
on
over.
one side, I guess the cookies are supposed to resemble like a bottle cap.
Yeah. And it's
Because-
apparently popping candy.
Yes,
Well, I'm
they're
acting
supposed-
like I haven't eaten this, but
which is fucking. I love that they're like, how do we simulate carbonation? They put candy in the cookie. Not the same. Okay, so we are going to pass these around and everybody grab a cookie.
Nice.
So let's do some examination. On one side, we got the regular Oreo look, chocolate cookie. On the other side, we have red for Coke, and we got two Coca-Cola bottles on there. So who's a little bit nervous? I am. I'm a little bit
Yeah,
nervous.
first
of
off,
all,
the smell.
yeah.
It smells like flat Coke. Honestly, that's neat.
That's insane.
It's pretty neat.
no, this
Hey!
smells
I
like
dare
candy
you.
Coke.
He's licking it.
We're not ready.
It reminds me of a Spider-Man scene.
I'll do it together.
Where Spider-Man just licks an Oreo.
Honestly, it's insane, the smell. Okay.
God. Okay, let's smell it. 3, 2, 1. Smell it.
Gingerbread cookies.
It does not taste like gingerbread.
No, it tastes
Okay,
like
there is popping. I know what you're talking about. There's some kind of like Christmas cookie
Yeah, there's a bit of a
No, this reminds me of something.
It's not good.
Okay, this doesn't. I like
on.
the taste. It doesn't remind me of Coke. I like the popping though.
I don't like the
This
taste.
tastes like
Yeah, when
identical
I
to
first
a,
tried it the other day, I was like, "This is disgusting."
Do you know what it tastes
Disgusting.
like?
This is pretty good.
No, this tastes like
I don't like it.
oatmeal cookie. Identical.
No,
I have no idea
No,
what
no,
you're
no.
saying.
Oatmeal cookies. This is identical to
No.
the taste. It
No.
is.
there is
No.
a pop rock situation
It just
going
tastes
on.
like those candy
It's pretty
Coke.
good.
That's what exactly
Gummies.
what I was gonna say. The gummy bottles of soda.
TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok. I mean,
TikTok.
Tic Tac.
No,
No.
not Tic Tacs.
Those
They're the
Coke-
gummies.
those Coke gummies, where
Okay,
like the
well, you
top
know
is
those
like
little white
see-through.
Tic Tac things are Coke flavored. Yeah, them.
Okay, well, those are Coke flavored, so
Yeah.
probably, but I haven't had those. No, this exactly. It tastes like
Oatmeal.
first couple bites are Oreo, then you get like a hard Coke taste, and then it's and it's all like flat, but then it just tastes. It settles into just like, yeah. Christian, can you pull up like bottle Coke gummies?
This is oatmeal cookies. I don't care what it says.
That's not even
Or
close.
buy some oatmeal cookies.
I
in.
don't think.
It might taste like that. It reminds me of something. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, bottle
no,
Coke
no,
gummies.
I will.
Those. See them? That's
Those
what
look
they
cool.
taste
I don't
like.
remember the taste of it. It was really pop.
exactly the same.
Exactly the same. That's what I
Yeah.
can't even finish that cookie. It sucks.
It tastes like that and oatmeal.
The Coca-Cola. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give both reviews. I'm going to give, because for me, I know people haven't liked it, but I think you're being way too pretentious and you fucking suck. The Coca-Cola Oreo is a really good drink. I'm giving it like a 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's not the best drink I've ever had in my life, but it's really good.
Oh.
If
What was the best one then?
if Coke Zero is a 10 out of 10 for me, I have no problem putting that a 9. Coca-Cola Vanilla Coke is the pinnacle of Coke for me. And regular Coke is about a 9.5. Same with
Okay.
Coke Zero. It's up there with the same for me. But yeah, Coca-Cola Zero Oreo 9. I'm happy with where that sits.
I think people are just turned off by the idea that Coca-Cola would taste like an Oreo. Just have fun with it. That's all I'm saying. It's like, you know,
The
I give it-
cookie is a 2 out of 10.
I give it a 9.
I don't
out-
like it.
I love it.
I
So
give it a 9 out of
much.
10
I would
to-
buy it. I would buy like 12. of
I
these.
love it.
You give
so
a what?
a 9 out of 10 though.
For what,
The Coke. The
What?
drink.
Oh, what about the cookie?
Okay,
Uh,
so in the next episode, I want Christian to dunk his Oreo cookie in the Coca-Cola Oreo. You need to do it for science.
Can we do that?
I give it a 7 out of 10.
The
What,
cookie?
The cookie?
What about the drink?
9 out of 10.
You know what?
give-
I agree. That's the same rating as me.
I
Both.
give the drink a 7 and the cookie like a 3.
I don't think a 7 out of 10 is a good representation for what you're saying. You were like, I loved it.
Oh, it's good.
7
But
out of
like,
10?
yeah, like the chewy cookies would be like a 9 out of 10. Like chewy chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, but you're just comparing it to other Oreos.
I find
In
it
terms
weird.
of, oh man, other Oreos are like a 5. They're so dry.
When
See,
I
I
was
Yeah,
find
younger,
but they're a
I-
dunking cookie.
I find it weird because they have it
They
popping
offer
candy, and it does pop, but it's not like popping candy. Popping
No,
candy when
I
it
didn't
pops,
have like
it's
a.
like
It's
really
not as
poppy.
popping. Yeah, it's a little popping, not as much.
you want popping?
Well, I was expecting like a good pop.
Everybody's saying pop too much.
Like you need a good pop if you're promoting it like that. I don't know. Well,
Well, that's what popping candy.
Yeah,
he
it's
makes
barely
it
a
seem
pop.
like it's totally out of left field.
It's
That's
saying
what popping
two-
candy does.
2 hours later.
No, but it like popping candy sits
Pop
on your tongue and it
rocks.
keeps going. Pop rocks.
Pop rocks.
I've
those-
never liked pop rocks. It's a stupid candy. It
love
is like it's barely any candy.
I love when you're in school.
Well,
Okay.
like that's the gimmick, but that's all it is a gimmick.
Yeah,
Like,
I only
it's-
ever had it for that.
It's not a good, like, it's not, it has a taste, but like compared to other candies like Skittles or something that you actually get to eat, Pop Rocks, if somebody's favorite candy is Pop Rocks, you fucking suck.
You know, my favorite candy
I'm
from
really
back in
getting
the
passionate
day
about this.
was the double bubbles or double
Those
bubbles.
are good.
What do you call
gum?
it? Yeah, just because you had the little comic that would come with it. I know the tasted like shit, but like it was either that. It
You
was
know
the,
what?
it was the
Yeah.
gum with like that was like the round gum like in the thing.
Oh
was-
yeah, the
or like push
wheel,
pops.
the tape.
yeah, you know
Gu-
what?
double
Push
gum
pops
tape.
or the one that looks like a fucking pacifier. Whatever you dip into the sugar, that's great.
Fun dip.
Fun dip. It's
Fun
all
dip was good. I like Fun
fantastic.
dip.
That fucking stick
Oh,
was
Fun
so
Dip
good.
is so fucking
Yeah, I
good.
know.
Like I didn't even
yeah.
need. Like I could just chew on it. Like just give me give me a bag of sticks. I love the stick. Didn't care that much. Like the sugar was good, but that stick.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, you were just for the stick?
Well, no, like I did enjoy the sugar mixture, but the stick was good. Stick was really good.
Yeah.
A nice white stick.
Oh, I know this. This
You know what I miss back in the days?
I never had sour.
Fun Dip is so good. Oh, I love that so much.
See, anything sour I hate. I'll never touch
I
it.
want
No,
next
but-
episode
no,
for
but-
us to all have fun, dude.
No, but the sugar,
Yeah.
there's so much sugar and it's like forever. It goes forever.
And
Sugar.
we'll have fun dip, baby bottle pops.
baby bottle
Christian will
pop.
get in his eyes.
Yep. I'll recreate the exact scenario where I didn't think about gravity for a moment. I was just like, I'm lost in the candy.
I want to see
Oh my-
it so
'Cause
bad.
I was just like,
Ah!
This is great, but I want to sip some sugar right now. And it's
Also, the SpongeBob
Right in my
Krabby Patty
face.
candy. I love
like
it.
my eyes.
I've done that before. I don't know what I did that
What?
with.
You ever drop your phone on your face and you're just
Oh.
like,
that
I've done
hurts.
some deadly phone drops on my
You
face.
got a black eye from it.
Yeah,
it's very specific.
close.
I
I say maybe.
I see a picture where some girl had black eye. It just dropped like.
Oh,
Oh, but when it hits your nose, that's hard. Your fucking eyes start watering like a good
Oh,
fucking nose
I
hit.
dropped my phone on my daughter's face when she was like 2 months old.
oh no.
Is
You really
My
hate kids.
oldest
Whereas
daughter-
You
no.
want to kill them, and you
What?
did down your shoe.
No context.
No, you,
I know
you
part of
said
that's
you.
good.
Also, he said he didn't say he wants to kill.
Force,
That's totally different from what he
Force, he
said.
likes seeing kids get killed.
I was
in-
saying that I couldn't watch kids die in
In
movies.
movies.
Oh, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
I was
Well,
saying the
he said-
opposite.
Yeah, he said after he had kids, he couldn't see.
Forrest
he
really
didn't
doesn't
like-
mind children get hurt, as I meant to say.
Well, he said he didn't. He couldn't
Hmm.
watch kids get hurt in movies.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Well, now I've like, I'm better because like when he
It's
first
not
had
so-
kids, he was more overprotective.
Yeah.
He didn't say he
I
wanted
like-
to kill kids.
Because she was like, what, 2 months old. I was just laying on the bed and she was laying on me. And I had my phone up
Oh,
like
I
this,
see.
kind of above me, or I wouldn't block the camera, but
On purpose.
and you just dropped the phone, but it fell on her face, and
Was she
I was-
sleeping?
no, I don't know, she's just laying there. She's a baby.
Was
She's
dead.
2-3 months
Just laying
old.
there
She's really, really small. And maybe she was like 6 months, maybe a little bit older, but it just like
Oh, yeah.
dropped on her face, and I just
Like I
that
dropped my
baby
phone
cried. I
once.
felt awful. It was the worst thing in the world.
Like, Christian, I think I dropped your phone on your kid's face.
Yeah,
I've dropped my
once.
phone on my face a lot more since then, though. So
Yeah, especially
Like,
since
it's such a weird
well,
scenario. You're laying in bed, arms stretched out, phone way
It's like-
far away from you.
Well, it's because you're laying on your back and you're holding it like this.
Yeah.
well,
My phone's
I'll
pretty
try to
heavy.
have it like on my chest
Kind of.
or something now when I'm first waking up, and I'll like I'll drop it on my face.
What
I'm like,
I try
fuck.
to do is that I try to like use my pinky to put it in front of the phone a bit
Yeah,
so that it kind of like
Like this?
holds it back. But when you're holding it like this and then, yeah, a little
Well,
bit.
which hand do you use for your holding your phone?
You just
Which hand do-
asking me what, how do you hold your phone and which hand to jerk
No,
off?
because when I hold the iPhone, I always cover the speaker, and it's fucking annoying because I guess I'm left-handed. I don't know if you guys
Oh.
do you hold your phone with your right hand?
I hold
Yeah.
my wait.
Do all of you?
I don't hold my phone.
Yeah, I hold my phone
my
by
right
right
hand.
Is that your primary holding phone hand?
Yeah, I can switch it up.
How do you watch
Sons of
videos like
bitches.
this?
I always cover the speaker on the fucking iPhone. I wish it was the other way around.
Well, you know that it comes out of two speakers.
It's only one for me. It's only
Really?
it's only one speaker at the bottom.
Which phone do you have?
12 Pro.
Oh,
There's no other speaker from what I
Mine
can
comes
tell.
out
It
of
sounds muffled.
the phone speaker as well as the bottom one.
I know. I should upgrade. The iPhone 16's coming out or some shit. 17.
I
don't know.
really love how it's
There's
like
so many.
it seemed like when iPhones were coming out, there was like a big innovation between models. But now it's just like the cameras are slightly better and we got colors. You know?
I
It's
know.
always like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, now there's like one more pixel on the camera.
There you go.
Like,
This
what
is the longest battery life we've ever had. And it comes in dusty pink.
It's like
and we're
Ma-
like, oh,
it's like
dusty
Mal-
pink.
Melody
Not
States.
worth it.
Like, do the colors even matter? Because people have cases on their phone.
It's like
right.
Melody Stacy doll. It has a hat.
Oh, I know.
No, it
It's
doesn't
exactly
matter.
that.
You
Sims'
should
gimmick.
use a case on your phone at all times.
Yeah.
Because well, the biggest draw for a
It's
case
brown.
isn't because it protects the back.
Yeah.
And it's just that there's lips on the side so
Yeah.
that when it falls, it doesn't fall directly on the screen.
You ever hurt your case? Like chew it off?
hurt it?
No, like chew it off because you're biting your phone. Sometimes you're
Chew
bored.
it off.
Wait, why'd you say hurt?
Well, I mean, does it hurt your case? Like it was brownie, you hurt it.
No,
like,
but like
Damage.
No, but like
you damage.
I
your
chewed my case off a lot.
hurt sounds.
I
like
don't
it's a
chew my
person.
case.
Well, I
Yeah.
did it after 3 years of having like started biting it. I don't know. Well, no, because
Why
like
you, I've never heard of that.
well, because my
Biting
phone,
your phone.
my phone's kind of brick anyway, so I'm like, must as well bite
So-
it. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
nobody.
No,
I
I
do
think what
not
happened
bite
was
it.
it broke.
Never
It
heard
broke
of
by accident. I was well, it's fucked anyways. I'll just bite it.
No, there's no might as well.
Well, no, because like it was, I damaged. I was like, fuck sakes. And it's
I
like-
know you keep trying to
And then-
justify
And then
it.
by accident, I wasn't thinking. I was like, whatever. By accident.
And then I was like, oh, it's an all right idea.
No, just maybe by
I've gone
I wasn't
through-
thinking when I was biting it
Yeah, but you kept doing it.
by accident though.
No,
Well, no, it's a habit where you're not thinking. You don't know what you're doing. It's kind of
It's like, oh, I broke my sink. Might as well buy it
Yeah.
or buy it.
Buy a new one.
How the hell did that work? Well, I broke my sink. You start throwing money at it.
This
Might
is
as
what
well
I
buy it.
wanted.
Yeah. I went through a couple screen protectors in the last like 2 weeks. I keep
That sounds-
walking
that sounds
by and
dirty.
smashing my phone into this, and it's like cracked. So I'm glad I buy
You
your
know what?
screen
I
protectors.
need to say one thing just
Christian, we
because
know-
it's
we
been
know the-
really bad this episode.
We know the
Oh,
real
yes.
reason.
Try not to talk over each other, guys. Let the person
things to
finish
say.
speaking. You son of a bitch.
Okay, so we're talking about the iPhone 16. It actually has one new button right over there, and apparently it's primarily used for the camera. It's like it's passive, I think. So it's not really there's no really press in, but yeah, it's you got your it's, they call it the action button, and it's reprogrammable, so you can have it like open YouTube or some shit as well.
You know what?
Is it worth $1,200 for the
it's
iPhone
not at
16?
all.
I will say stupid because like when you have your camera open, you can press the volume button to take a picture.
Yeah, I know it is. It's like
I
they're
don't know. I just-
struggling.
like for me, like I got a new phone last year, I think. But besides that, I didn't get a phone for like 7-8 years. And I won't get a new phone till like 2030 something. Like I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need a new phone.
I didn't get a phone for 9 years.
Like I just don't care about tech that much because
But
there
Apple,
really
like,
is no difference. When I look at that, I'm
breaks your
like,
phone.
there's no difference. Like it to me, getting the new phone is all about an addiction of like, oh, I need to get the next new thing.
yeah.
And I'm like, I was like that when I was younger. Like I remember every phone, or remember iPhone 7 or 5 or something
I
was
agree.
announced, and I was like, whoa, what the hell is that? And I wanted to get it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, you know, there's really no difference. You're
Mine is all good, but mine always has to do with battery life. The more updates, the less my battery gets because like I need my phone for work so I can get through the day with listening to shit. So if my battery starts going to shit, that's when I'll upgrade my phone.
Battery saver.
But
Yes.
okay, our phone company does something stupid where it's like I have to upgrade my phone every 2 years because what they do is that they make when you finish your contract, your bill goes down. But at the end of a contract, they do two things. You can either pay $500 to keep your phone,
Okay.
or you give back your phone at the end of the contract. So I don't want to pay $500, so I'm most likely just going to get another phone.
I see. That's and every 2 years is good because I think you need to skip generations anyways with Apple because
No,
like there's like no innovation per year.
keep the same phone for
Couple years.
Honestly, the phone I had
Really,
before this came
that's a
out
good deal, though.
in like 2016, 17. There's no difference between that and this. Really, the screen's a bit bigger. There's not that much differences though.
Yeah,
And I'm with Samsung, so
I'm Android, Google Pixel.
I like the camera quality of Apple right now. It's pretty good.
I know
I
mine's.
don't know what they do to their camera, but
Yeah.
one of our cameras, you'll probably notice it if you're watching this, that one of them's blurry. One of them has grain in the background,
Yeah.
is what it is.
I
You know
say
what?
keep the same phone forever.
my daughter's been
parents.
asking for a phone, which I'm not getting her.
Don't give her it.
because it's too like she's too young. Like
Give it to when she's like 25.
I feel like
Give her a phone when she's 25, the brand said.
She can't. Yeah, she probably can afford one by then.
I don't know what age is good for kids to have a phone because she's 8. I think that's way too young. She'd be 9 right away, but it's still too young.
Well, we are in a different we are in a different age and stuff where people have phones, and honestly the world, because of accessibility and stuff, it is a little bit more dangerous. So to get a phone for them to call or text home isn't a bad thing, but I would at least want them to start doing and taking responsibility so that they can earn it, like make sure that, because if you just give it to them, then they kind of like don't see the value in it. So to keep their phone, I would have them continuously do chores, because now it's like, now you're going to do stuff so that you pay off your phone to me. And I would make it so maybe it's just call and text.
Well, like if they were in high school, I think I would be like, okay, fine. That's whatever. The problem, I think, is other kids are going to start getting phones. And that's where, because there's been a couple things where she's mentioned, oh, my friend has this. Like, I just know fair, I want that. And I'm just like, oh, and I start to feel the pressure now. And I'm like, shit,
I was never like that.
I wouldn't care. Huh? I wouldn't care about that. Like to fit in, it's not a big deal to me. Like, you can figure out different ways to like that's why I said, like, get a phone that's just call and text. They don't need the internet. They don't need a bunch of social medias. But if they want to text their friend every once in a while, fine. And if they need to text you or call, that's okay. Yeah. But also, it doesn't need to be a smartphone.
Like, I was kind of happy because she was on their iPad for like an hour or something today, and I was just like, I just looked at her and I was like, get off the iPad. She was just on it too much, because it was like, for me, I was going insane because I'm hearing Sniper Wolf on the TV, and then she's on her iPad, and I'm just like, this is just too much, like just so much whatever. So I was like, hey, get off, and I shut off fucking Sniper Wolf because just mindless content. Oh yeah. And all of a sudden she's sitting there within 30 minutes, and she's just like, I'm so bored. And her reaction, I was like, I remember that feeling when I was a kid, but I was just like telling her to just go do shit, go find shit to do, and she kept complaining about it for like an hour or two. But eventually she started finding stuff, just kind of walking around the house, just actually using her mind, thinking about shit,
Hey, go play outside.
We talked about Coco Melon and how it's affecting kids, apparently.
I know, we were talking about that.
They're making them pretty much develop ADHD.
Oh, wow.
And it's because there's many reports of kids that are speech delayed. And Coco Melon it's not designed for education, it's designed for kids' attention. That's their emphasis on. And there's a detailed like report on how like every little frame, there's like 1,000 cuts in like 10 seconds. It's like, and the songs are very repetitive, like yes, 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 no, 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 or some crap like that.
No.
And so that channel's on blast right now. It has like billions of views per video. It's insane how popular it is.
I will say that I don't blame anybody with iPads and stuff, because honestly, we are creatures of ease. We love ease. And like iPhones and phones and tablets, they're easy entertainment. You don't have to do much. There's a bunch of shit there at the tip of your fingers. I encourage video games more because it encourages problem solving. There's a narrative. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I have a child, I'm going to not let them play whatever they want first. I'm going to have them be brought up on the games I played, because I like that. Like, like playing PlayStation 1, play Crash, like we'll play those games together.
It is hard because like I've tried that, and like James and them will like they'll play the games. It's just that there's something about what the older games that just suck. Like they're just really not that replayable. And it's something about kids now. I noticed they like the newest thing. It's just like I'll show them the older stuff, and they might like it, but it's always about the newer thing. They always prefer that.
Yeah, but like if they're like, I started playing games like 4 or 5. So if they start playing games at 4 or 5 and they don't know the new, like if they never played the new stuff, it's gonna be fine to them.
Don't tell them
like if they don't know of anything. Well, I never told James about anything like that. It was just more of like God of War. Like he goes back. I'll show him the first 3 games, and he just does not care. Like the newer games are just a lot better.
Well, yeah, but they watch the new stuff. For us, it's just we're going to be playing that, and we'll have fun and we'll take turns, and we're going to grow up on that.
I don't understand
because
that.
like I listen to my dad's music, like my mom's music. Like I wouldn't have liked that if they didn't show me it. Yeah. And also I grew up playing
Yeah.
like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, which was old for the time when I was a kid.
I love old horror movies.
So it was fine back then too. Yeah, old horror movies too.
Yeah.
Like if you show them stuff and you teach them stuff at a younger age, they'll like it. So yeah, we're gonna play old Crash and all that shit.
Kids have a lot of forms of entertainment nowadays that we just never had. We were struggling for content.
Yeah.
So we
Like when we were younger, that's all we had.
also kids are
it's
getting
also kind of a
stupid
different
now,
time.
as you can see.
What is that?
Gamers have become less interested in strategic thinking and planning. This is a study as of 2016.
Well, that's exactly what it is, because like you have games that like when I was growing up, it was either like you had to play games where it's platforming and you needed there was games that didn't hold your hand at all. You know, they were tough.
Yep.
And then, also I played games with complex narrative as a kid.
GoldenEye, Super Nintendo.
GoldenEye,
Super
I don't know if it had a
games.
complex narrative, but like Final Fantasy I played as a kid.
Like
I understood it, and we're gonna play those games when I have a child as well.
my
Super
son used to play. Well, he loves driving games, and so he'll play Mario Kart and all that. And like he's been good with shit ever since he was born. But like the thing is like 2 years ago, I don't know how old he was, 3, 4. And he's driving that car outside like nothing. Like he's backing up. He knows where to turn the wheel and everything. And I'm like, he learned that from playing Mario Kart and shit, because backing up and having to do that. Yeah, he can. Because I learned how to drive when I was like 10, 11, 12, around there. And I remember when I first learned like backing up and the wheel was just like mind fucking. I was just like, this makes no fucking sense.
Mhm.
But he already knows how to do that. So
Yeah.
like,
It sounded like you made a comparison. Like you're like backing up is the equivalent of mind fucking.
He's like, no. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
backing up.
You should teach him to parallel park.
isn't that insane? Our kids are going to be like so far apart in age. I mean, I guess that's normal for whatever, but you just think that, I mean, obviously we're all going to have kids at the same time. I mean, maybe you guys could, I guess, but
Together.
Ole Forrest wants to be multiple kids.
no, but it's insane because my daughter's going to be 9 soon. And like, it's insane. Like,
Yeah, you had kids young.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yep, I'm too young.
Young. So Russia, right? They have spies, but I bet you didn't
They
know
do.
about this one. There's a famous Russian spy whale. Okay. I guess they use this whale to like infiltrate waters, and I don't know how they use it. Maybe it
Oh.
has a camera or something on it, but it was mysteriously found dead.
Interesting. That's actually-
Somebody
that's a-
killed this Russian spy whale.
That's a wild idea, but also genius. Use a whale. Use it like a regular animal.
Well, it looked more like, smaller whale, like killer whale, like orca. Well, it wasn't. It was like a small white whale. But are you going to look it up? Russian spy whale?
He was assassinated, apparently.
Did you write
I'm writing
whale
some-
with big breasts?
Speculation he was assassinated.
Oh, it's the fucking
Sharks
Austin.
with laser beams attached to their
It's the
freaking
Austin
heads.
Powers thing.
Did you look up this story? Because I'm not entirely sure of it, but yeah, it says mysterious circumstances. So I love this entire story to the fact where this makes me want to make an animated movie about a Russian
Ooh.
spy whale.
He was born in 2009.
You know what? Yeah, like it would be like his journey.
Can you look up the story?
Look at what?
Russian spy whale?
He died when he was 15.
The whale?
Yeah, he was starting high school.
Look at it.
He was in grade 10.
Yeah,
Look at it. What's the story there? Can you go on all?
Like,
Look, that's his name.
Yep.
Valdemir.
oh,
But
literally
like,
wearing a camera harness.
see, okay, I knew it. So yes, there's this cool. Awesome. It is. Valdemir for one. That sounds like that's an ancient like warrior. I am Valdemir, and I have big sword ready to strike down. And
big
I have a
muscles.
camera. And yeah, so can you imagine? You're like on the shore and you're trying to conduct like some shady business, and then you just Valdemir's floating in the water.
Yeah,
He's dropping on you. That's so fucking cool.
President going to like SeaWorld or whatever while this whale is just suspiciously by the window looking at him.
so like, does
Like
the
what
whale
is-
know to listen on certain people? Like, how does that work? Is
No,
it just
it's just-
random? You're hoping to catch something if the
because
whale
they can be
goes
trained
by?
or something, right? So maybe it also has like a
pretty
microphone. It can take orders. But can you? I imagine this happens. It's like there's like drug deals going down on at the water, and then the whale is listening, and then all of a sudden information starts getting out, and then the guy's like, Then they're like, it was you. We just cut you into this business, and now all of a sudden our information starts getting leaked out. You're dead. And then the guy's like, no, it's the whale. I swear. It's the whale.
Yeah. I swear. I can imagine that. Yeah. Nobody would believe
It
it.
seems insane, but then you just see the whale like with the camera. Like, I really hope the camera's like really obvious. It kind of is.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
really obvious too. Big camera on this whale just floating in the fucking water.
Fucking close up, zoom in, then Will just smiles.
Also, Voldemir, amazing name. Like I said, that's an
is cool.
ancient warrior. Now let me tell you something. I am Voldemir.
You know what? That reminds me that they have
Suspicious whale.
there's a picture out of the Titanic or whatever, not Titanic, the submarine or whatever last year that blew up.
Yeah. I was telling Christian about that.
There's
Seagate.
yeah,
I was telling
there was
Christian
a
about that.
picture actually that came out last week or something
Yeah.
Christian, look it up.
of the actual place. Of
I saw the tail of the exploded thing.
yeah
Because the tail wasn't like really part of it, but the part that imploded was the front part.
yeah.
It wasn't like banging. It's kind
Yeah, all right.
And also there was another billionaire who said he's going to be doing the same shit. So it's like, I have no idea if it's a billionaire's ego to where they think like, oh, I can't die. I'm important. I'm the main character of this world. I have money. I cannot die. But if a little submarine implodes, I'm not going back.
If I was in the submarine and
didn't go.
saw this, I would just leave.
Like
don't
if
care
they're
how much
still
money
using
I
the
spend.
controller, that's so fucking stupid.
It's so
I know.
absurd.
He's like, don't worry. This mission, I'm going to get a high score.
Yeah, I know, right? He's playing it like it's a video game.
Like, oh my god,
It's not even the best controller I've seen this week.
Oh,
Isn't this
shit.
controller amazing, though?
You guys,
I would
Oh.
love to own this.
Well,
This is the
you
30th
probably will.
anniversary PlayStation edition. What the fuck I'm
how much is
saying?
it? Like $700?
It makes sense, but
$700?
Huh?
1,000?
I will pay $1,000
Oh, for the system. Well, the controller will probably be around $190.
or more. But
I'm
goddamn,
buying that controller.
So
Holy
the one
fuck.
on the right will probably be about $100. The one on the left will probably be about $220. That's the Pro controller. It's got a lot more features. It's got a lot more buttons.
Is there a new controller?
you know what? This will be.
Yeah, they
Like,
have the
there's-
Pro
There is
controllers.
these two here.
Is that like
Apparently, yeah, Pro controller. I didn't know about this.
It's
till
based
Lex
on the
told me,
Slim,
but
right,
There's
Christian?
extra buttons.
the fuck? I didn't know that.
There's
Look up the-
back buttons. Yeah, let's look at. It's called like an Edge Sense or something. Dual Sense, Edge Sense. I can sense I'm being edged.
Yeah, let's check it.
Like that, it looks no different.
It looks terrible, but I'm sure it's. I like the
Okay,
buttons.
yeah, let's look at the video here. I can't believe you guys didn't know about this, as well as there's an upgraded headset. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait. Yeah, replaceable sticks. So fuck stick drift.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
Oh,
just
that would be-
replace the sticks.
That's
like that.
smart.
Oh, look at
Ooh,
that.
wait.
Changeable back buttons
Whoa, wild back buttons.
and customizable.
This would be great for PC games. You can have that.
Yeah,
just-
for
what
PC
does that do?
games.
Dead Zone. Whoa, that's cool. Damn, this thing's neat. I'll have to buy the PlayStation 1 version of this.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I need to buy a PlayStation 1 controller like this.
People,
It can fly.
Okay,
Can we-
that's.
It can fly.
Can we buy the PlayStation controller
Hold
now?
on. Yeah, look.
Oh, look
Oh,
at the buttons. Oh shit! Look at that. Profiles.
yeah, you can have presets.
Oh, you can control this a little bit too.
yeah.
I like that you take those out. That's
yeah, and
really
it comes
good.
with extra parts
On
and
the
pieces.
case?
Okay, now if you can look up the Pro PlayStation headset. It's
Okay,
$100
here we go.
more. It's got more features, better speakers,
Let's
more
see.
comfortable. I really need a new headset because you see that the leather or whatever, the pleather on
Right
the
here.
one side. Mine's completely like it's still attached to the middle, but it's all detached from the side. So I always have to like open it up and put it around my ear.
YouTube used them. Actually, I don't think I've ever used these. So, but what are your guys' basic review of it? It has like that 3D audio situation
Headset's
going
really
on.
good. It's
Did
good
you use
headset.
it for? Yeah, you did.
I'm not
yeah.
a fan of it's. It means the headphones are really good though because it's noise canceling.
Oh
But
yeah.
I hate that because like when you can't hear yourself talking. And for me, I guess I record every day, so I'm always used to when I record,
You should write
I'll
in
talk into a mic.
earbuds for PlayStation.
Like I'll talk into a mic and I have my headset on, so I can hear my voice constantly. But when I'm like this talking, I can just hear. Like I hate that. So that's why I don't like the headset.
Well, it feels more immersive though.
See, so I
know.
feel like you should get these. The PlayStation earbuds, because then you can have one in at a time.
As long as it's
These
not the
look cool.
noise canceling thing.
Okay, but that's why I said you can have one in at a time.
Like if it's like the old headphones, just like because I don't like that rubber piece on it. That's like kind of looks like a mic. Like I hate headphones like that. I prefer AirPods that are just like
Yeah, not all
older
not all
ones.
noise canceling is the same. Apple's getting better and better at noise canceling, where it doesn't feel like it's like I don't know suffocating your ear. It's the best way I can describe it.
Well, they have that setting which is transparency, so it like pretty much has a microphone that plays the sound
Okay,
of the outside, and it plays it directly into your ears, so it sounds like whatever. Like it still allows sound to come in, which is a beautiful feature.
and I hope that Apple will release AirPods that can like filter audio, or like if I'm sitting here, AC is on, ignore the AC specifically, keep everything else.
Yeah.
And I know they can do it. I believe in you, Apple.
But yeah,
Also, these look amazing. I didn't know these existed. Look at the light Sony things.
I would get the Elite headphones.
Yeah.
Just because, well, either that or just the new Pulse headphones. Just because I like the look. I like when I'm streaming to have the headphone look. I think it like encapsulates streamers pretty well. The nice headphone look.
Yeah,
I got
But-
these.
What you mean.
going on
Also,
right here.
do you have a PlayStation Portal? Don't you?
No, I was heavily considering
Would you get
it.
that one? Look at it.
See, oh yeah, I would absolutely buy it, Sony, if you let me hack it so I can stream computer games to it. Please let me do that. Then I will purchase.
See, I would do it, but I have a Steam Deck. So to me, it's just like I already have a Steam
But
Deck.
can you
It's
play?
like,
Oh, I guess you can.
yeah.
Maybe it's lightweight.
I can
don't
play
know.
more games.
Yeah,
with the
that's
Steam
the
Deck.
thing. Is like
It's like
it's weird looking too. Like it's very bizarre. They literally split a controller through a fucking screen in the center.
yeah.
This is cool though. Okay, let's talk about Jesus.
Oh yes.
So
God.
the
The-
Jesus
the
universe,
JCU.
the MCU, is coming to Jesus near you. The Chosen is a series about the life of Jesus Christ, and it will be turning into a cinematic universe. There's going to be a Joseph limited series.
Wait,
There's
what
going
the
to be
fuck?
a 3-season Moses series about him fucking wandering the desert, and Acts of the Apostles series.
I just imagine the credits. at
3
the end.
seasons of
Yeah.
wandering the desert.
A Jesus animated series that follows Jesus' interactions with the children in the wild, starring Paul Walter Hauser.
That's
Good
awesome.
actor. He's a really good actor.
That's awesome.
Hold me back. Hold me back.
That's awesome. You're gonna be there every day one for Jesus universe.
There's a lot of Jesus content lately.
yeah, Jesus is making a comeback.
Passion of the Christ 2 is coming out. Do I
Some
have
would
that?
say he's been
He's making a comeback.
resurrected. Insane. Honestly, I thought it seems like Christians are really gung ho for this. Like I would have thought they would have been like outraged. Like they would have been like, "Oh, Jesus isn't somebody to just be like used as a tool for money." But they're just like, "Give us Jesus content,"
Aren't
you
they-
know? And somehow Passion of the Christ 2 is happening.
Yeah, they're-
How the fuck is that?
They're calling it the Resurrection. That's been overused by like Resident Evil and other properties. You can't
But-
call it that.
How did Passion of the Christ 1 end? Isn't it
He
just
died.
that same story?
Did it hint at him like leaving the cave?
I
Is that how
heard
it
that,
ended?
Yeah, I
it's
remember
that he
something like that.
died.
I thought it was that there was a hint that he's going to
Jesus.
come back. Like maybe
Like
if
how
you-
if you do the resurrection, like he didn't like be, I don't, from what I know about the story, it's not like he was resurrected and he lived again. It's like he showed up and was like, "Yo, I'm alive," and he like fucked off.
No, it was like, or was it? I don't know. No, he was wrapped in some shit. I guess that was. Let me cut that. So he was wrapped in some shit, and never mind. Let me cut that. So he was wrapped in cloth, like
No, keep.
he was. I'll keep the second part.
Yeah.
So he was in a cave, wrapped up. That's where his body was. Body disappeared, and I think that's
No,
That's how it started.
apparently it ends with Jesus's body is taken down from the cross and entombed.
Yep.
3 days later, he rises from the dead and exits the tomb. So that's the ending. So it's
damn.
literally
Does he
it's a
like-
cliffhanger.
Because there was like a big rock in front of the cave. Does he like
I swear he
superpower
like
it out of the
shows
way?
up and like gathers people around afterwards. So maybe not. Maybe just disappears, and that's
But
how does the Bible end?
like,
how
if,
does Jesus go back to heaven?
how does the Bible end?
Yeah, what's going
Well,
on
it's
there?
a bunch of different stories, but I have no idea. Like that's pretty much the end of his story. It's not like they're like, oh, and then Jesus like fucking started churches everywhere and whatever.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck a Passion of the Christ 2 would be about. Like, or is it like they find him again and they start? Is it like they find him again and start torturing him again? Like, what the fuck?
I know. What is this going to be?
Because
Okay, so I know why he came back. So the reason why is because it's to mean that he rose back because if he stayed dead, it would mean that he's trapped in sin forever. So he
Okay.
paid for his sins, and so he came back and he was born anew, I guess, kind of thing.
It's all a new story, though, right?
So
Okay.
that's
Well, I mean,
that's the story of
There's never been
the
there's never been a
resurrection and
story where he
stuff.
came back.
all new Jesus content.
Yeah.
The movies are telling new story.
It's not part of history. They came back. So.
Well, I know, but like, isn't that blasphemous to just make shit up about Jesus?
Yeah, how are
the churches won't like the movie.
I mean, look at this.
Well, I'm not
Listen.
sure about the whole Jesus story of like what happens after he leaves the tomb.
Mm.
That's it.
Like, but he
Oh no, I guess he just disappears. I think in reality, maybe somebody just stole his body, but like the Bible thing would be
That's a
no. It's like that's
for
probably
Christians. Goddamn.
because like you know the religion is like okay, we rose from the dead, but where'd he go then? He disappeared.
I think it was just like I think like it was meant to be like he rose so he could be like, hey, I'm fucking more like I'm Jesus, I'm badass, I'm God's son. But you should have believed me. And then it's pretty much a big like I told you so.
Okay, so after
There's a lot of religious movies.
after
Oh
he
my
was
God.
resurrected, he stayed for 40 days.
Oh, okay.
Then he ascended to
Doing
heaven.
what? Build it, watch. I'm like, it's not like he was building. It turns out he went around building
Building
churches.
churches.
He walked the earth.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's what
my
they
Was
God.
say.
Moses?
I don't know. It just says he walked
Apostles
the earth.
assemble.
Honestly,
Da, da, da.
Moses and Jesus are just fellowship of the ring. They're just walking everywhere.
He taught and ministered to his disciples and whatever, blah, blah. So yeah, for 40 days.
Churches!
It says Jesus, the lost 40 days.
Holy fuck, the DLC.
Yeah. Wow.
Jesus, the lost 40 days. That's DLC content. That's what you get
Yeah.
from the season 1 pass. You get the lost 40 days.
Buy it from the church.
It ends with like Jesus Christ will return or something.
But like even okay, so if the Passion of the Christ 2 is about the lost 40 days, that's gonna be a boring movie. Because pretty much the big thing about the Passion of the Christ, the first one, the R rating was all the heavy violence towards Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now it's just like the Passion of the Christ 2 is just gonna be about him like, what's up, walking around like I'm Jesus, let's start churches.
Hold on. Is it the same actor who played in the first one? Or
Yes.
maybe
I heard
Okay.
he's coming back.
Really? Okay.
Apparently, I looked it up.
Mel
Passion-
Gibson's not directing though. Some other guy.
Passion of the Christ came out in 2004, which is
Mhm.
kind of insane. It's 20 years ago already.
Yep. That's
I still
remember
think
when
we
it
should
came
all
out.
watch The King of Kings starring Chris Jericho as Jesus.
well, okay.
Okay, I want to talk about something. So, criminals, right? We all know them. We all love them. Jesus forgave them. That's the second. You know, Jesus forgave criminals. Let's get into criminals for a second. So, the USMS, the United States Marshal Service, we're after this murderer. Big murder. Big. He was a big fan of murder. And they were looking for him. Couldn't find the guy. He was in hiding.
Okay.
So it turns out he was hiding in the building.
Hmm.
So they put out a warrant and they were like, we need to find this guy. Like, okay, especially since like there's been a lot of things where it's like cops will go really hard to find somebody who like stole or robbed a store, you know, pulled a gun on somebody, not actually kill them. But this is a murder, so it's a big deal. And he's hiding. He was like the squatter in the attic. You know what I mean? He's hiding. So they were like, okay, we got to put out a warrant. They have the warrant. They're about to put it out. He falls through the fucking ceiling.
Ooh.
Right at them.
Wow.
Now, can you imagine that? Like, we gotta find this guy. Like, that was divine intervention.
I can't. Falling through a ceiling. What was he in the attic? Is that how that happened?
Yeah, he was hiding in the building.
Huh. Yeah, that's wild.
Now,
that's
I'm wondering, was that an ego thing?
Like he claimed the building?
No.
Or what?
I don't know.
I just mean like the people who are looking for him. He's like, I'm right under your nose.
Oh,
you know, like
he should have poked his head out and then one disappeared.
Like, can you imagine being like an officer at night?
Yeah,
there was a murderer in that building with you.
That would be scary. Is the guys in the walls?
Is this an abandoned building or like?
No, there's occupied by the marshals.
Wow. You know what's a fucked up thought is like fucking ghost towns. Just the fact that there's so many ghost towns where just people just moved away and like no one goes through there, no one drives through. It's just left there.
Yep.
Well, let's go check them out. But I don't, it's not like I'm scared. I don't believe in ghosts. I'm more scared that there's probably people.
We should do a Halloween thing, some kind of Halloween special or whatever. But
like I said, there is a place that is it's a big scary thing. I don't know if they allow you to film in there though, but if they do, the Empty Mind should go.
Oh, that place,
we should be like, oh, we're here at blah blah blah, and we are here to absolutely show you a good a good time. We're just
we're talking about
that place.
That place is fun.
Don't they not allow cameras?
I don't know.
It depends.
From what I remember,
I've seen some people,
but I saw people with cameras anyways. Yeah.
We could just be like, we're from CBC News, you know, and we're
like, hey guys,
we're just like empty
minds here. It's like, what the fuck?
That shit was so much fun though, because like
it was
honestly like, but you can't just like sit and like. But it's funny because if you're scared, because I was with my ex then, so she was scared, and so all the people walking around that are trying to scare you see that, and so they start to pick on you.
We're talking about.
Wait, what? You people just the people who work there, right?
Yeah, they.
Okay, I was like, holy, just other patrons. Yeah. You bitch.
Yeah, but it's those places are fun because like you have I remember there was one with like felt like you're really in a swamp. Like there was like trees and it looked like real trees with fog and everything. And honestly, for me, the very first one was like I wasn't scared, but it was just kind of like. Wait, what's going on? It was like this clown thing, but going through it, I realized, you know what? It's not that scary. And I just kind of kept going through everything afterwards. It's just a lot of fun.
There's like 4 or 5 big attractions there.
Yeah.
Right? They're all really good, but I would see, because there's 2 big ones. There's 2, like, I think there's a third one that's a little bit smaller, but there is the Corn Maze one.
Yeah.
And there's HJ. Hand jobs. But yeah, if we can find, if there's one that allows us to film, you know, it would be really like, probably not. They probably don't, but it would be really cool.
Secret camera.
I'm sure there's a way we can record something, like even if it's just like audio of something and we can be outside before we go in.
Like I suggested, Meta Ray Bans. Is that what they're called? Remember they got the cameras right here? I'll be allowed. It'll be midnight. I'll wear the sunglasses.
We'll just quickly invest $1,000 for this video. But can I do like that voice where I'm like, oh hi guys, and now we're here at CBGB's.
Like you do when we end the fucking Minecraft stream. Oh, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching, guys. What another great stream.
Great stream.
So this idiot got arrested by a fucking robot.
His face sounds so sucky.
Look at this. He was like, how? It's like I don't know how he got arrested by this fucking like. It's so slow, but it gets him. Also, this is a shootout. The guy's been like firing off a gun, so he's trying to fuck with the robot. The robot gets him though.
Does it shoot him?
No, I think it just grabs them. Look at him. What is moron?
See, I told you last stream or
Why is he so
last
scared
pod
of it?
Terminator shit.
But this robot's nowhere like a
The
Terminator.
robot's,
This is
not-
so shitty. Oh my god, it's running him over!
I got him.
Holy fuck!
There it is. He's the first person ever to get arrested by a
but
robot.
I'm pretty sure that was piloted by a person.
It was piloted by a person.
Imagine
and
if they had AI though.
you know what?
Oh,
Look,
but okay, that's not what the
that shit
story is.
saved a life because that guy had a gun and he was firing it
shouldn't-
off.
Okay, I mean Forrest. Okay, but imagine it was a Terminator. Like
Yeah.
it's not the story, you fuck.
It's
Oh.
only going up from here. We're gonna be getting some
This
crazy
is just the
robots.
start. We're gonna be
Yep.
seeing episode
It's
200
not.
of
We've had these robots forever. We've had like bomb disposal robots since the 90s.
I predict by episode 1000 of Empty Minds we'll have some sort of case of AI robots arresting somebody.
Well, I like I said, I really hope we impose some restrictions on this shit because that means AI robots anywhere means jobs lost, which that should not happen ever.
You know what people will bring up? Safety. They'll say, well, it's safer because we don't have to die.
Okay,
and we
but
can have
this is
robots
just
go
making
in.
Ultron. We've seen how that goes.
Don't trust robots.
We need a suit of armor around the world.
Yeah, that's gonna be YouTube actually released an AI thing for YouTube Shorts where it generates B-roll. So it'd be like a waterfall or like somebody walking through.
See,
running,
YouTube
I don't know,
Shorts
some shit.
is
That's
something that
crazy.
needs AI because it needs to regulate the content because there's a lot of kids on it. That's fine. You know, you can't have millions, like, even if you had millions of people or whatever looking up every short, like, probably like thousands are posted every hour. It'd be really hard to keep up and not have kids. But with an AI, they can detect certain words, you know, detect things or language, and they can sort it out. So that I have no problem with. But like I said, when it actually starts like actually manifesting to making people lose their jobs and shit like that, I have no problem with making people's jobs easier. But we need mandates and regulations on these things so it doesn't get too far and people
I
do not
agree.
lose their jobs.
We're going to be
I agree.
protesting in a couple of years. For like 10, 20 years, we'll be at like some local government place. We'll have signs.
AI will
I
take over
enjoy
empty
that
minds.
my job being a physical thing. I don't believe that I can lose my job, which I'm happy.
What if you just like looked over and you saw like an AI over there? Just wait, an AI. I'm in a robot. What is an AI? A brain.
I see the code. No, there's just certain things that it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
there won't be a robot that could do my job for like 20 to 30 years, which I'd be close to retirement by then. So I don't give a fuck.
I feel like for a lot of us, we're fine for stuff like even stuff I want to do. Like I don't think robots could do that. Even stuff that I do specifically, unless they could emulate my voice and do whatever. Like they
They can do that.
Which they could, but it's not the same exactly.
Now that's what I actually wanted to segue into because
Oh, yes?
there was a woman who posted like she had a pet snake, right? And she's like, "Oh, it's so cute. When I sleep, my snake will lay right beside me and lay right in line with my body. Oh, it's so cute. He's so cute." And then somebody was like, "Well, I got some news for you. The reason your snake is doing that
Yeah.
is because he's sizing you up. And he's actually planning to eat you.
Yeah.
And he's seeing like
Really?
where his body is in line with yours. So he knows like that you fit inside.
Reptiles have no emotions.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucked up.
one night she'd wake up and he's just like eating her legs.
Yeah.
Oh
Trying to eat
fuck.
the-
Can you imagine that? Oh, my snake is so cute. It's gonna fucking devour you. Oh, you're not
Get-
wearing the shirt, you
Get
son of a
cats,
bitch.
get dogs.
You know what?
Don't get reptiles.
I remember
You want
being
to,
eaten. Snakes, like I fucking love snakes, but like I had a ball python for a couple years and like I had this fucking nightmare a lot where I would wake up and I would just be terrified that he got out. Because like the thing is like at least I would feed my I fed my snake dead mice. But my snake preferred live mice, which I was never gonna fucking do because it was like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I don't want to carry a mouse and you have tweezers, but it's just like,
Yeah,
and
you
honestly,
should've.
feeding
Pussy.
snakes is fucking. It's like because the snake comes out and it smells the food, and then it's just kind of like going up, and it's like, and you're holding it, and you're like, fuck, you're hoping that it always went for the mouse, but you're hoping it doesn't go for your hand.
Yeah.
You're like, and so,
Yeah.
oh man, like snakes, like, and that ball python, I think got about this big.
Size in you.
But like, I couldn't get anything like bigger than that. I mean, obviously, I don't think you're allowed to, but like, oh,
Scary
giant
stuff.
snakes, that's
Scary
terrifying
stuff.
shit.
Yeah. I think I'm not scared of, well, I've never met a snake that's like really poisonous or could kill me. That at that point I'd be scared because we don't have that here. But like when I see a snake, I'm not terrified. I'm not grossed out. Now, certain spiders, they gross me out. I do not like them. Not terribly small spiders, not like a tarantula. I pet a tarantula before. Those seem like pets.
Rubber?
They're like bigger and they're kind of hairy and they move slow. But like medium-sized fast spiders, I do not fuck with. Fuck those things.
Oh yeah.
But
those-
if I ever had a pet spider and I woke up and it was crawling on me or something, that would be the last time I ever see a spider again, because I would make sure that my house is always sprayed because every one of them would be dead. I wouldn't fuck with that. Like, can you imagine you
Spiders
wake
are
up
creepy.
and you feel like a tarantula or a black
Oh.
widow crawling on your
Happens all
arm
the
or
time.
some
Almost as
shit?
bad as waking up in the middle of the night and you see a spider crawling.
Did you
down.
guys ever see that video
The words-
where no can you look it up on YouTube? Guys kill expensive snake. They outlawed snakes in this state.
Yeah.
And this guy, they had like a bunch, but this guy had one that was pregnant, and since grandfathered in, they just need to like categorize it, right? But they killed the wrong snake, and there was $100,000 worth of babies in it. And then one guy's like, the state will fix it. And it's like, yeah, he's going to get money. But like the thing was, the snake could have had more babies. It could have had more hundreds of thousands of dollars. But from what I know, that guy sued the state and got money for it. And I hope he got like $300,000 as opposed to just $100,000.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he could have like years of these babies with this snake. And
True.
yeah, it was just all like he said, he reminded them like 10 times. And like, holy fuck, they murdered this guy's snake.
Yeah.
I hope he got millions, because that's fucked up. Because I mean, not even just thinking of the money, but just the cost of life. Like,
Yeah, the pet, his
fucked
pet.
up.
Okay. So that's that. So as always, thank you so much for coming to another episode of The Empty Minds. As Kamala Harris would have said,
Yeah.
you better thank the union member for The Empty Minds. And
man.
as always, I've been Big Budge, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Big Budge,
Right.
as well as I appear on the John Obbs Twitch and YouTube channel.
Oh,
And
yes.
we got the delicious, the sultry, the seductive Mini Minds coming out
Good.
October 8th. New hot video, short form content of the absolute hottest games
Mark
you'll
that
ever
down.
find. That doesn't mean we're fucking. It just means like hot at the moment, fire.
October
Just-
8th, first Mini Minds video goes out. Make sure you subscribe. Maybe
Yes.
we'll add a little thing at the beginning of this video, possibly.
Yes.
I will have a new Film Tyrant video by the time you see this, likely. So go check that out once you see it. I'm found on YouTube as Film Tyrant, but also on John Odds on Twitch. We'll get Bobbity over there. Found on Twitch as Bob. We'll go Brandon over there.
It's
Found on
Bob.
Twitch as Bobbity188.
That's Bob.
We've been playing Devour, doing Devour VR soonish.
yeah, and we
Yeah.
got
Dolphin.
our man.
got
Who are
one.
you going to be today?
I don't know.
Movie Idol, Appetite for the Dead. On twitch.tv/Appetite for the Dead. Movie Idol, where you get all the best Walking Dead content. Fuck all those other Walking Dead creators. This man is the OG, the best. He is the only one that you can go to for reliable content. If he was running in the presidential election, I would actually vote for him because he's not a fucking liar. So thank you guys. What a podcast it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
so
Oh, and if you notice, yeah, there was an audio change because now the audio got better because I think we lost it all.
how we're, you know what? Maybe I think of some ways. It'll be interesting. I apologize for the audio.
Who knows? Maybe one person's audio got picked up.
Yeah, whoever's closest, you know what? My audio will be the best. Right, it's right there.
My audio, I don't even know if people hear me,
Oh man, that's gonna be
because I'm not talking the loudest.
when
Yeah, but it's directed at you, so it'll probably be picked up.
it's rare, but we have technical issues sometimes.
we had mental issues.
Exactly.
We got it all, baby.
We watch Coco
We
Melon.
put the beast in Beast Wars.